So let me tell you a little bit about Karl-Heinz. Karl-Heinz is one of these healthy freaks. He's our Zen in the group. He's the one that gets us to eat well and to meditate. He's the one I call when I need to blow a gasket, and he manages to calm me down just through a 1-minute meditation over the phone. So I'm actually hoping that he'll get you to go into a trance yourselves when he talks about his market. Karl-Heinz Lindberg.
Hello, good afternoon, bonjour, bon après-midi à tous, guten Tag, hello, many thanks for the introduction. So should we do an Om exercise now here to calm you down? And if it comes to nutrition, I have to admit I had 2 bagels today for lunch and 2 double espressos, so not sure about that. Anyway, I'm here to talk a little bit about the German market today, and I can promise you I have some excellent news. I get back to that later. Let me first start with the type of product Germans are looking for when coming to Canada, and I think there's no surprise if I tell you the driving force is nature, of course. We love to go to the national parks to see the wildlife. These guys, a trip to Canada without seeing a bear is not a success, so that must be pretty clear. On the other hand, I think there's a big potential for Canadian cities, for the urban experiences. And I'm not saying that a city package to Canada is working on its own, but it's rather part of a package. So keep that in mind. And our goal is to show so many urban experiences, the world-class festivals, events, culinary things, to make people stay longer in the cities. Maybe instead of 2 or 3 nights, make them stay 4 or 5 nights. And I see potential for that in combination with nature. I promised you good news, so here we go. We have seen a fantastic year in 2016. And those of you who know me, you know that I started to work for Canada shortly after the Second World War. So I have to say, last year I've seen the biggest increase ever for Canada from Germany. I would never have dreamed about this, 12%. 12% more German travelers to Canada, and the spend even increased by 14%. Can you believe? So we were up to 370,000 travelers from Germany. And the other good news is this boom is going to continue. So for this year, we are expecting an increase of 7%. And that's backed up by the forecast from our tour operators. We have 31 buyers here, and I'm sure you will hear from them stuff like that over the next few days. So the ground is set. Why? The economy in Germany continues to do well. We are the powerhouse in the European Union. Of course, we cannot compete with the growth rate in China, my friend Derek, but still 1.8% for Europe is not bad at all. There's a big consumer confidence. People are no longer afraid to lose their jobs. Interest level is low, which means they are spending, and Germans love to travel. That's no secret neither. Research is telling us that there are 6 million Germans who intend to travel to Canada within the next 2 or 3 years. So the interest is high. First of all, you have heard the issues today. It's safety, it's the dollar, the exchange rate on both sides of this North American continent. It's air access, but it's so much more. Canada is, as David Goldstein used to say, is cool, is hip, is trendy, and people are recognizing this. So 6 million people ready to go to Canada. May I suggest that you build a few more hotels and maybe get a few more motorhomes to Canada to make the Germans happy. Thank you. Well, Germans have an average of 30 days of vacation. Don't look at me, not me. I work every day. 365 days. I'm working for Destination Canada, come on. But no, joke apart, 30 days on average, plus 11 or 12 bank holidays. That means these guys have a lot of time than coming here. And we have an average of 17 nights for German travelers coming to Canada. And keep in mind, this includes business travel. So imagine the potential for leisure travel. It could easily happen that you get clients for 3 weeks. So make sure to have many, many experiences available for them. Who is coming to Canada? Surprise, surprise, it's not my age group. It's, well, they're also coming, of course. But above all, those are millennials. That was a big surprise to me because it was quite different a couple of years ago. It's not the very young millennials, but those between 25 and 34 who can afford to travel long haul and to experience all the great stuff which is available in Canada. Followed, of course, by, and that comes closer to my age group, the Generation X. We call them best ages in Germany, which is the 50-plus generation. They have grown-up children. They want to make the best out of their lives. They love wining and dining, exploring, also have urban experiences, and above all, they have money to come to Canada and spend a lot. Canada, a leader in soft adventure, but please remember what David Goldstein said earlier today. We are not superheroes. So we talk about soft adventure, not hard adventure. Which means most popular activity for a German during the vacation is hiking, followed, I would say, by canoeing, and then, of course, all the stuff like wildlife watching, but at the same time, taking it easy. You know, slow movement, that's what people love. Take it easy, get away from it all, get away from the hectic lives in Germany. Engage with locals. And you may know that we Germans love Canadians. Charlotte and Erin, you know that perfectly, I think. Nous aimons les Canadiens. So, engaging with the locals, most of my compatriots speak a basic English like myself, so it's easy to get in touch with you, have a beer with you, chat with you. Germans love to stay in bed and breakfast and get in touch with the locals. I'm running out of time here, so just quickly a few special things about the German market. And Rupert mentioned it before. Germans research online when it comes to make a choice about their holiday destination. 91% of us have a mobile or a smartphone, and quite often you can see that couples don't talk to each other, they just do it over WhatsApp, so it's pretty crazy. But when it comes to booking, actually, we still believe in the travel trade, especially for long-haul travel, and Canada is a very diverse product, of course, so people go and see a tour operator or even more a travel agency. And we still have 10,000 travel agencies in Germany and 2,500 tour operators. Last but not least, plan early. Imagine Germans still produce, or the German tour operators still produce catalogs, print catalogs. That may sound a little bit weird for you guys because you are also online oriented. But Germans still produce print catalogs, and the planning for that is very early. So you have to keep that in mind and talk to them at a very early stage. And very important, we have one of the most stringent consumer protection worldwide. So whatever you promise, you have to deliver. That's very important. Having said that, many thanks. You guys have a great rendezvous. Bon rendezvous pour tous. And vielen Dank.